Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the iTeraCare Deep Dive. We are here tonight on the 26th of August. It's a beautiful Tuesday night, and today we have our Q&A session. So, our scheduled speaker is not able to join us, but in his place, we have, I would say, um, uh, a different direction to how we were originally going to go. So we are blessed today to have Madam Lee Yee Lan, two-star manager and Prive leader over the last 2 years, and direct sales and health coach for many more years before that. So she has agreed to today go through a set of questions that are most of the generally asked questions that we get in Prive International. So as we go through this business, a lot of us have questions that are very much the same. So we are going to go through a small presentation of a set of most frequently asked questions. And if you have any questions that you would like to have answered today, please drop them in the chat. So in the chat, we're going to be looking at all of your questions. If the questions are answered in the presentation, we will skip those. But if you have any new and unique questions, we will get to those as well at the end of her presentation. And after that, I'm going to do a quick little check-in about the fourth anniversary and just to let you guys know about different and unique ways you can come have fun with us at Penang in Pride, Malaysia. So please put your hands together. And I know that most of you guys aren't on camera right now. We want to turn on your camera and actually put your hands together in a way that we can see all of you. Please go ahead and do it. I saw Dr. Razlan earlier. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Hi, Vincent. Nice to see you too from the Mentors League Academy. I love your backgrounds. And also Apex Mark Zdenka. Am I pronouncing your name right? Zdenka? Okay. Red Magno, hi Dr. Rosla, nice to see you again. Always good to see familiar faces. And your Zoom account is called Samsung, so I don't know your name, but I'm happy to see you too. We have quite the audience with us. May, of course, our old friend and familiar smiling face. And of course, MKT Liwei, I see you now. All right, I'm just naming everybody who is like turning on their camera. It's good to see all of you. Hi, Pearl. Nice to see you too. And of course, our queen of the day, our queen of the queen of all everything, Madam Lee Lan. Let's put our hands together and welcome her to give this presentation and answering the frequently asked questions about the iTeraCare. Over to you, Elan.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mugi Boogie. Okay. Good evening, good morning to all our friends in our Pride
Good
family.
morning.
We see you again this time on the last week of the month. And yeah, I'm quite honored to sit in for today and especially on the topic that that is frequently asked to us. So that's why we are going to help you answer these frequently asked questions as you go along and share our amazing iTeraCare with our friends, family, our clients. These are some of the questions that is regularly asked, and I hope that we are able to have the answers at our fingertips so that we look confident and we are able to at least give them some knowledge and good information about our device and how it goes. Okay, so I have about 15 FAQs here, which I'm sure some of you are very well versed, but some of you may be new today, maybe listening to this for the first time. So it's a good refresher to have a good understanding. Don't worry, nothing is complicated. We always try and make things simple. Okay, I don't know everything as well. I'm also still learning. But I guess by being genuine, don't try to fake the answers. If you don't know, we just say we don't know and we'll find out. But we'll get there. All right. So without wasting time, I will share my screen and we'll start going. All right. So just a second. Okay, you can see my screen. And let me just share the computer sound. Okay, good to go. All right. So Good evening again. And for those of you who may not know me, I'll just have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Lee Yee Lan. I'm from Malaysia. And previously, I was working as a pharmacist. I used to have a shop. I ran it for almost 20 years until I decided that medicine is not the answer to health. Medicine is only given to sickness. And I would like to go into a direction of helping people get well, stay well, and avoid diseases, right? So I have more than 30 years of experience in community health. And I'm very passionate about empowering people to take charge of their health. Okay, your health is in your own hands. And I use a holistic approach whereby staying healthy is not just one approach. There's multiple approach, and we should all embrace and do it on a daily basis. And definitely, I would like people to enjoy a life free of drugs, free of medication, and mostly free of diseases. I educate people now, especially about frequency energy and all this energy for healing, and how we can embrace this latest technology to incorporate into the existing holistic methods that we are already practicing. All right. So before that, as usual, we have to have a disclaimer. Okay, this iTeraCare is certified as a household.
Muted. Hang on, Elon, you're muted by accident. Not sure how that happened.
Sorry. Okay.
All right.
So let me just start with this disclaimer again. The iTeraCare device is certified as a household electrical appliance. It has been verified as safe to use, emitting no harmful radiation, and bears labels allowing for international distribution. And this iTeraCare blower is not a medical device, and the manufacturer does not provide medical advice. So users understand that this device is not intended for medical or diagnostic purposes. It should its use should not replace reliance on medical treatment or advice from a qualified healthcare provider. Users acknowledge using the iTeraCare blower at their own risk, and always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions about a medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the iTeraCare blower, nutrition, or physical activity. All right, so with this, let's get going. Right, question number one, which is the most common question somebody will ask. So what is this terahertz energy? Or what is this terahertz frequency? So terahertz frequency is the electromagnetic radiation in the frequency range from roughly 0.1 terahertz to 10 terahertz, corresponding to wavelengths from 3 millimeter to 30 millimeter. Okay, what it means is like, I think we all are familiar with radio waves, right? So radio waves is like at the range of 10 to the power of 7 hertz, okay? And radio waves are considered large waves, okay? And you can't see it, it's visible. But when you tune to these radio waves, like when you tune into 92.2, that's my favorite channel, Light and Easy. So you like this light and easy at 92.2, exactly, you get that waves that gives you the music. And if you tune to other waves, like what 93 is hits.fm. Okay, so there are specific waves that gives you certain results. And coming on board, you see here further up is microwave. I'm sure most of us have microwave machine at home, and microwaves have this wave between 10 to the power of 9 and 10 to the power of 10 hertz, right? So microwaves, again, you can't see, but it does things, right? It heats up your food or so. Now, in between that comes terahertz, okay? It's between 10 to the power of 11 or 12. That's why they call it, the hertz is in tera, which is 10 to the power of 12 is tera. Now, I'll come back to the terahertz shortly, but just to know in this electromagnetic range, right? After that is infrared. Okay, infrared is very common. We all always hear about infrared therapy, infrared lamps. Okay, so this is even higher than terahertz frequency, and infrared has been long used for certain therapeutic devices, like the infrared lamp that my mom used to use as well. So, but infrared therapy is not totally safe, where you can't use it for long periods of time. After a while, you got to switch it off, or it will cause burning. Okay, then of course the visible light we can see, daylight, that is also 10 to the power of 14 to 15, and UV light, X-ray light, these are more towards the higher range of this frequency, and they get more dangerous as you go up. They are more dangerous because they are ionizing. So terahertz is somewhere in between this a range, they call it, it's between that 0.1 hertz to, sorry, 0.1 terahertz to 10 terahertz. And this wave is not something like new or so. This wave has already been around, uh, been discovered for some time. Okay, like this, let me just share with you. Right, so this terahertz wave has been around since 1980, and uh, the scientist who discovered it is actually from US, okay, in 1980. And maybe you don't realize it, but terahertz has been used in areas like biomedicine. They actually can use it in diagnostics, in biomedicine, like in MRI. Okay, MRI using terahertz, where you see when you do MRI scanning, they can go through your skin, right? They can go through your muscles. They can do layers and layers of screening to look for things. So, and it's very safe, right? That's why they can do the MRI. And it's been used in agriculture. It can detect certain things in the soil, in the plant for their, I don't know, for better production. And in security, I'm sure those of you who have traveled at the airport, when you scan through that security part where you put up your hand and they have this wave um, shining on you, which you can't see, but that 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 wave actually go through your clothes, go through your flesh and skin because it it can go inside, but what it cannot go through is cannot go through metal. So that's why if you're carrying guns or something metal, it can be detected. So in airport, this terahertz frequency is already in place. And of course, in communication, satellites, artwork, people are using terahertz frequency because of the feature of that particular range. Okay, so it is nothing not new. However, in terms of terahertz being used, like right now in our devices, it is relatively quite new because even though we know terahertz is frequency is really good for the human health, so far nobody has really done something like a device that you're doing now and relate it to how we can use it to enhance and promote better health for our body. So with that, just have a little understanding is that terahertz is in the electromagnetic range wave and where it is, right? Okay, so what is the difference between terahertz and infrared? Okay, so terahertz is actually in the range of infrared because infrared waves you can see, right? It is quite a big range. So there is far infrared, mid infrared, and low infrared. So terahertz is in the lower frequency range. Okay, so the lower the frequency, actually, the safer it is, and the lower wavelength as well, and there is lower quantum energy, lesser heating issues. So terahertz, it stimulates heat in your body, but it is so low that it doesn't overheat. Unlike the infrared lamp, right? If you do it too long, your cells will overheat and you may get burning. So it is an infrared, but it's in the lower range of infrared. Okay. Question number 3. What are the benefits of terahertz compared to the other electromagnetic wavebands? Okay. So as we mentioned just now, its range in that particular range of 0.1 to 10, it is actually a very harmless wave. Okay, it doesn't cause radiation, it doesn't cause any damage to your cells. It is harmless, but yet it is still powerful. It's powerful enough to resonate with our cells and to sort of charge our cells, right? Like how you know when we're using our iTeraCare. It can penetrate through most organic substances. It can penetrate through glass, it can penetrate through wood, it can penetrate through plastic, it can penetrate through quite a lot of organic substances, even though it's harmless, but it can. That's why when you use the iTeraCare on your body, it can be absorbed like 20 to 30 centimeters. Okay, it is absorbed by water. So when you blow your water with iTeraCare frequency, the water absorbs that energy, and that's where you get the molecules, right, being broken down to smaller molecules and linear. So that's why it's really powerful but harmless. And right now, if you can just go and Google or you can ask your Chat GPT, you can just Google terahertz in medical or terahertz in human health. You will see that a lot of research is currently being done to tap into the potential of this frequency onto human health. Okay, so right now we are actually very fortunate. We have a home device that has terahertz frequency that we can start using. But in the very near future, you're going to see a lot of the word terahertz being used in the medical world as well, right? So that's why it is very powerful. It can penetrate really deep, and if you have a big belly, you have a lot of fats, it is okay. You just blow, it can penetrate through and even stimulate circulation in like your organs, your gut, your kidneys. All right. So that is the amazing thing about it. All right. So this is where today terahertz is known as one of the top 10 technologies that will change the world. Okay. So that is quite a bit about terahertz frequency. Okay. Now, question number 4, we always worry about safety, right? So is it safe to use terahertz on humans? Okay, because you see, UV is not safe, X-ray is not safe. You can just use it for a little while and not too much of exposure. But terahertz is very, very safe on humans because it's non-ionizing and it's considered to be safe at low frequencies. Like just now we said, harmless but powerful. Now, what does non-ionizing mean? Non-ionizing means that it doesn't go and steal, okay, it doesn't go and affect your DNA. For example, like free radicals. I'm sure you heard of free radicals. Free radicals, they are harmful in the sense that they will go and try and disrupt the stability of your cells and sort of damage it. So free radicals have like a loose negative ions, but radiation doesn't have it. Okay, even though the word radiation scares you, but for terahertz radiation, it is non-ionizing, means it has no effect on our cells. It doesn't cause damage. It doesn't cause mutation. In fact, it only has that good frequency that resonates the same as our cells. So it is really safe. As you can see, we can use this device for babies, children, and even our elderly senior citizens, okay? But just remember, for babies and children, beware of the heat. Don't blow too near to them. Okay. And number 2 is there are more and more research now being done as well, like I mentioned just now. So if it's something good and something harmless but can have a lot of benefits, definitely the scientists are going to go and discover more and more new things that we can use with terahertz frequency. And of course, in our world, in Price International so far, no one has given any negative testimonials when they're using the iTeraCare. The only negative things we have is when people they blow too long, too near, and it's too hot. Okay, it may cause some a little burns, but it's not due to the frequency. It's just due to our own negligence. Okay, so you will rest assured it's a very safe frequency for humans. Now, you can take a look at this screen whereby, besides just blowing on our body, on our cells, right, we can actually use this frequency here to energize our vegetables and fruits. Okay, you can see, because even our fruits and vegetables, they are mainly containing water, right? So you can actually energize the water in the fruits and in our food. You can energize the drinks that you want. Maybe you want to make green tea or you make a soup. I know of my friend Lingwa, I think she's here. She makes jelly with terahertz water, energy water, and she said it tastes really, really nice. Okay, you put some alfalfa, you put charged water. It tastes really good. And of course, if terahertz can resonate with human cells, it also resonates with animals. So terahertz frequency is really great for our pets. I think our furry friends here who have pets and who have tried it on their pets, they really know that these animals, they have that instinct to know that this frequency is the same frequency as their own body, and they like it. They know what this frequency can do to them. For example, if you have a pet at home, you may notice your cat or your dog, sometimes they like to sit outside under the sun. Have you noticed that? Okay, why they sit that is because the sun, of course, emits sunlight which has terahertz frequency, and these are all healing energies. They just sit for a while and then they feel good. Okay, so if you notice your dogs and cats, it is just nature, it's just natural instinct that they want to absorb this frequency. So when you blow this thing onto them, of course, the sound of the device may frighten them, but as you start doing it, you find that they are very calm, they're very soothing when they do these things. And it is actually a natural healer. Okay, some of these pets may have maybe they are old or they have some inflammation, they have some pain. You can try using this iTeraCare for your pets as well. Right? So how many of you have tried this on your pets? You can type in the chat and what were the good results that you have. Okay, so far, okay. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I just want to catch time also. Now, number 5, can terahertz treat sickness, right? I have so many questions. Can terahertz help me with my this? Can terahertz treat me for my that? Okay. Well, like I said earlier, terahertz is not a medical device. And we never claim to be able to treat or cure patients or individual. Okay. So we cannot say, yes, it can treat your cancer, it can treat your heart disease. No, we can never claim that because it is not meant to treat a sickness, right? Only doctors and licensed professionals are allowed to treat and cure patients. So the iTeraCare blower is a therapeutic device. It helps to promote blood circulation. It helps with natural healing, focusing on the meridian points, the chakra points, and of course your reflexology points. And of course, as you start blowing, it helps to reduce inflammation. It helps to reduce the stiffness. It helps to soften your connective tissues. This is the therapeutic effects that you have with the iTeraCare blower. It is not a device to treat people with health conditions. But what I think a lot of people expect is that, or we have seen is people who have existing conditions, they have diabetes, they have hypertension, or they have kidney problem. People who have these conditions and they use our devices, they actually feel better. Okay, they feel better. They find that maybe the sugar levels improve or so, mainly because I think it's self-healing. The body is receiving the right energy and the body is doing its self-healing. Okay. So if you have certain health condition and you want to use the iTeraCare, please go ahead and try. Of course, there are some precautions, but you can go ahead and try for allowing your body to get the energy to do its self-healing, okay? Not with the intention that it's going to treat my disease or health condition. Okay, I hope that is clear as well so that we don't get into trouble when we try and give too high expectations to your clients because our company and even for me as a pharmacist, I will never claim that anything can cure you except maybe doctors, maybe at least you get their professional guidance first, right? Now, number six, how many times do I need to blow in a day? All right. So, how many times do we need to blow? Well, if you are a healthy person and you're using this as a maintenance, you're using this to get good blood circulation every day to promote your good health, I think once a day is already good enough. Okay, once a day, about 20 to 30 minutes, I think it's good enough. However, if you like it and you have the time, you can do up to 2 or even 3 times a day. There's no hard and fast rule. You can do 2 or 3 times a day. I know I have a friend who love it so much and she's very diligent. She just loves to feel the heat. She loves to feel the energy. So she does it about at least twice per day. But if you want to do it many times in a day, I would suggest you break it up. Okay, you don't do one time. You go and blow 1 hour, 2 hours. I think that is a bit. Maybe you may not be used to it. You can blow half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Then give yourself a rest of 4 hours in between each treatment. That means you can blow in the morning. You can blow one time in the evening, or some people blow in the morning, another time at night. It is fine so long as you let your body recover lah, in between the periods of blowing, at least about 4 hours. Okay, so there is no limit so long as you give yourself, your body, time to rest in between. Okay, so that is about how many times you need to blow in a day. But of course, there are cases like we do have like stroke patients and all that. They probably need to blow a little bit more, definitely, because they need to improve the circulation. The body needs time. So for that kind of cases, maybe you need to blow longer and maybe more times, right? But please, if you're not very sure, please consult our therapists and of course your leaders. Yeah. Okay. Question number 7. How long can the iTeraCare blower last? Okay, so this is where when you have a device, you don't know how long it will last. Don't know whether I need to buy, how long I need to buy another new one. So if you buy the iTeraCare, especially this is the new one, this is the Premium Plus, the purple one, it comes with a 2-year warranty. Including the Pro, the iTeraCare Pro, the big white one. Okay, these two devices, the warranty is 2 years. And if you buy the classic, the red one, the warranty is 1 year. Okay, so make sure when you purchase this, you register your warranty at your back office upon receiving your product. Okay, you're given about 2 weeks from the date of purchase to register your warranty. If you don't know how to do this, please get your friend, the person who sold you, to help you with it. Okay, but let's say you've forgotten. Oh, I really forgotten. It is okay. You can still request to our office to help you to register. Okay, to help you to register the device for you. So when you register, we have a record and we can able to serve you better and we can refer. Okay, so this blower, if you really take care of it, lah, definitely anything you buy, lah, not only this blower, you buy your iPhone, you buy a hair dryer, you buy a washing machine, you have to take care of it. You can't just whack the thing, right? You have to follow. So our instructions, we have mentioned earlier, is I think I've said somewhere. Remember this, like for example, this device 30 minutes. Okay, don't blow longer than 30 minutes lah. Because there is a beep, right? Every 2 minutes there's a beep. After 30 minutes, there's three beeps, beep, beep, beep. It's telling you to give it a rest. Even though you can still blow, it's still running, it's not stopping, you can still blow. But if you want to maintain the longevity of your device, better to let this little engine rest for a while. Okay, let it cool down a bit, then you can use again. Okay. If you want to use something for longer, then go and buy the Pro lah. Okay, this iTeraCare Pro is very hardy. Okay, you can blow non-stop 5 to 6 hours. That's why it's called a Pro. I have one of those, and you can use non-stop, no problem. But if you have one of these, like the Premium Plus or even the Classic, I highly recommend you just do it for about 30 minutes, like at the most 40 minutes. Rest it about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then you can use it again for the next person or so. Right? If you take care of this device, the device um, will take care of you lah, and it will last. The only thing is definitely as a blower, as in anything, a motor, there's always a wear and tear. So you just have to take care of this. Now, this part of the crystal, this crystal has a lifetime, what do you call it? It doesn't have an expiry date. Because even as I'm holding this device and I'm not even switching it on, the crystal is continuously releasing the terahertz frequency. So the role of the crystal is to release the frequency. The role of the motor is to deliver the heat to push in, of course, terahertz frequency to your body. So this crystal can last you a lifetime, okay? So long as you don't drop it, okay? The company gives you warranty for the motor, the wire, but it doesn't give you any warranty if you break the crystal, okay? Please don't drop it lah, okay? So if you break the crystal, there is no warranty. So please take care of it. Keep it in a safe place, especially if you have children at home. This is not like a toy you can play with. Keep it out of reach. And if you take good care of it, I can tell you it will last a long time. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. But having said that, right, I recently had a client who had the old classic, the first generation, and it was not working anymore. So I brought it back to the office, and after having checked it, they just replaced the wire. Is it the wire was loose or so? And the maintenance, the service charge was only 50 ringgit. Okay, so if that's just a normal wear and tear, nothing much wrong with the motor, the service after the warranty period is over is also not expensive. Okay, if it's much more damage, then maybe they will let you know how much. But so far that I've seen, mainly it's just the wire is old or something like that, and they only charge about 50 ringgit. So I'm very impressed lah that Prive is able to keep that maintenance fee very low for all of us. Okay, now question number 8. iTeraCare is made in China. Will there be any quality issue? Hmm. Yeah, those days, many years ago, when you say something is made in China, the first thing we think is poor quality, right? Spoil very fast. But today, I think there is no more issue. If anything is made in China, you know that China is very advanced in their technology, right? So having said that, iTeraCare has been contracted with this reputable manufacturer called Teshang. Okay, Teshang is the company in China that right now we are partnered with, and this company is certified by the Chinese Academy of Sciences and Sinochem. Means their product is also patented, and because of that, company's reputation is at stake. This company will never produce any device that will put their name in a bad name. So definitely quality is one of their most important um, priority for them. And of course, having said that, in spite of stringent quality control, we have to accept the fact that some devices may turn out to be faulty. There is about a 3% faulty rate in for iTeraCare, which we have seen actually. But it doesn't mean that the product has no quality. Now, if you buy an iPhone or a phone lah, for that matter, right? Sometimes the phone overheats, right? Sometimes the battery also become problem. But these are branded phones, but they also have this problem. Like this HP laptop, I bought this laptop about half a year back lah. And the second day and I used this HP. There was a problem with the charger. I couldn't charge my laptop, and I had to bring it back to the company. In the end, they found that the cable was faulty, and we had to get lah warranty claim for a new cable, a new HP. Okay, so it does happen. So anyway, if it does happen, you can just bring back to our company, bring back to your friend who has sold you this, and we will have it checked. And if it's really a default of a problem, they will replace a new one for you. Okay, I've so far also some of in my hand, the company has replaced one to one. If they find that the device is faulty, they will change with no question. Okay, and yeah, so you can send the device directly to the office. Maybe you can, if you are far away, you can pack it up and send it to our office with your name, your handphone number, address, user ID, and you can just write in a little bit of a problem with the blower, and it'll be looked into. Okay, so far we have no problem with servicing. Um, in Malaysia, I think if you're from other countries, you go back to your respective countries, and it will be looked in. Okay, right. Anyway, just on the side, maybe for those who are new, this is the inventor of iTeraCare. Okay, his name is Professor Yang Wenjun. He is the biomedical scientist, and in the year 2014, he is the one who achieved this groundbreaking milestone, inventing this world's first terahertz lightweight device. So if you look at this thing on the right, it doesn't look like what you have today, right? Our iTeraCare. This was the prototype, okay, the first one, and it cost something like 400,000 USD. And when he invented this thing, he was actually using this to treat his clients in China. He was using this to treat his patients, and he had a lot of amazing results and benefits. So much so that they want to, of course, improve it and make it even better and more affordable. So that's where in the progression of developing this iTeraCare is what you have today, okay? It's so affordable for you today. But those days, who can afford to buy one iTeraCare for 400,000, right, USD? So anyway, this is, I had the privilege and the honor to meet Professor Yang Wenjun last 2 weeks in Singapore when he was down to present a talk over there, and I had his autograph as well. He's a very humble person, very down to earth. And what he said the other day was, iTeraCare is not just a device. He said, iTeraCare is actually a culture. It's a culture of love. Because when you share iTeraCare or when you use iTeraCare on yourself, you're actually showering yourself with love energy. And yeah, it was very touching to hear him say that because because of his technology, he's being sought after by many people. Say a lot of companies have approached him, wanting him to join them or maybe to share his secrets. They also want to pay him a lot of money, but he refused. He refused because he feels that his partnership today with Price International is able to fulfill his wish, okay, his mission, which is to spread and give iTeraCare to the world in, of course, in a very affordable price. Okay, so I was so touched, and hopefully you all will be able to meet him someday if he comes to Malaysia or to your countries wherever they are. Okay, right. And yeah, the other good thing is to make sure you understand about the safety. So iTeraCare is certified already in China. It's patented by the Academy of Science and Sinochem. And when they do this UV test, there is zero ultraviolet. And when they did this radiation test as well, so there is also zero radiation. That's why if you point it to yourself, to your hair, it's not an issue. So there are a number of these safety inspection reports that's been done. So this product has been tested and proven and effectiveness by this number of national authorities institution. And one thing when I first started, right, I don't understand all these Chinese things lah. But to me, when I saw that it's already being marketed in Europe with all this ECFC, because Europe is very, very stringent, And if it's already been marketed in Europe, I believe that the product has met certain standards of quality lah. So right now, of course, our device is in all over the world. So all these test reports and all that is already done, okay, for our device. Too many, so many. Yeah. And number 5 here, the user-friendly type. I appreciate that even though this device is I would say the technology is quite high-tech, but yet it's so user-friendly. Okay, you don't have to um, download an app or or program something, you just plug and blow. Okay, just plug the switch and blow. Anybody can use it. Okay, so that is the good part. Is very very user friendly, easy to operate. Yeah, in terms of another thing about safety is if we are all afraid, our product has a liability insurance for your peace of mind. We have this insurance with Lawn Pack Insurance for a coverage of USD $1 million, $1 million. Okay, so if this insurance company is able to undertake this amount of insurance, it means that they have done their research to find out about our devices, and because they don't want to have losses, right? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, so far nobody has made any claim for this coverage. Okay, so I've spoken at length about safety because this is a very common question that people ask us. So far, so good. I just take a little sip now. Okay, thank you, thank you. Right. Now Q9, question 9. When is the best time to use the blower? Daytime or nighttime or anytime? All right. So the answer is you can blow anytime you want. You like it in the morning, you like it in the afternoon, you like it in the evening or night. It's perfectly fine. Okay. The most important thing is when you want to use the iTeraCare, do not rush. Do not rush. Oh, I blow quickly. I want to rush here. Okay. You must find time for yourself. When you use the iTeraCare for you, it's actually your me time. It's a time for you to unwind. It's a time for you to relax. It's a time for you to give yourself and recharge yourself. So whichever time you find that suitable for you, or you want to make that time for your me time, use that time well and use the iTeraCare and blow that frequency of love into your body. Okay, remember my first sharing in the first video about the foundation. When you blow, you talk to yourself, you talk to your body, right? So you make positive affirmations. That is the time for you to heal and for you to recover. Okay, the only thing, a few things to remember again. Uh, it's best to have a bath before you do it, because if you do it any time of the day and you want to have a shower, you have to wait at least about 4 hours, because the lingering effect of the terahertz frequency is not just at the time of blowing. It will still continue. Your blood flow will continue to flow throughout your whole body for at least a couple of hours. That's why some people, after they blow, maybe they don't sweat during the process, but after that, oh, their body starts to sweat and all. Like for me, when I blow, I don't really sweat very much, but after that, when I sit down and relax, I start perspiring even more. So don't shower at least 4 hours after that. And of course, don't eat and drink any cold food, cold drinks, or ice cream. You say, oh, very hot, I blew, I want to take ice cream now. Please don't, okay? I highly recommend you just drink warm water and water before and after your treatment. Okay? So anytime is the right time. You have to test it yourself. Okay, some people, they want to blow at night because they find that blowing helps them to sleep better. Okay. However, I also have some people who blow at night and they say they cannot sleep because they get too energized. So do what works for you. You have to try and error and see how your body responds to this frequency. Okay. Number 10. Are there any side effects if we overblow? Okay, overblow. That means you want to blow so much. Okay. Um, yeah, there are people who have used it for longer periods of time. We recommend 30 minutes, but there are people who use 15 minutes, maybe 1 hour plus. There is actually no side effects except improvements. If you have the stamina to want to blow a long time, it is fine. You can use the Pro and you blow continuously. If you have certain conditions, it's actually okay, no issues. It's only for new users, okay? People who have started for the first time using, they may go through this process of healing crisis. So it's not that it's not suitable. It's not that your body can't take it. Your body is just adjusting to something new, the iTeraCare frequency, right? So if you're new, don't overblow. If you're new, just take it slowly. Sometimes people start with just 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. You just take it slowly over the days, over the weeks. You can increase the duration of blowing. Okay. Once your body is already love it already, you want to blow how long also can. 50 minutes, 1 hour also okay. Right? So no harm at all because it's a non-ionizing frequency. All right. So 15 to 30 minutes is good. And of course, just because it's something good, we must not overdo things. Okay, I just a little precaution lah, like especially the Pro, because it can last 5 to 6 hours. I hope you don't switch it on at night and use it like a fan. Okay, because iTeraCare Pro has the cool air function, right? No heat. So you may want to put it at the bed and then sleep on it. I highly don't recommend you do that lah. Maybe not. It's better to do it when you're conscious. Don't do it when you're sleeping. Okay. So don't overdo things lah. Do it uh, accordingly in the right advice that we have given you. Okay. Number 12. How long how long can I use the blower each time? Okay, this is a very common question because we have different models of iTeraCare now. Now we have four different models as you can see in this photo. So number one model, classic, the red color one. This red color one is called the classic. Initially, when we got this classic, we have been recommended that we can use from 30 to 45 minutes non-stop is fine. So this classic can is okay. You can on for 30 to 45 minutes. Personally, again, I if because I don't want to overburden the motor. Okay, the motor is okay, but it's just meant for that period of time. I always just recommend about 30 minutes and maybe a little bit more if you need to, but not more than 45 minutes. Just let it rest. Let it rest, and then you'll find that you're able to make it last longer for you, the device. Now, for the Premium Plus, the purple one, again, this is a newer model. Having said that, it doesn't mean that you can on it longer also lah. Personally, I also just use it for about 30 minutes. I let it rest a while, and I can continue to use it later after 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, don't overburden the motor. To me, it's just the motor. The crystal, no problem. It's the motor and the heat that will weaken the device. Now, this gray one was also out about 1.5 years ago. It's called the Premium. This one, the motor is a bit more durable. This one you can use it for 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so it is still in the market. It's still selling, but I think not many people are buying it yet because I think it's almost 5K lah, the price ringgit. But if you want something smaller, something a bit more quieter, iTeraCare Premium is still selling in the market. You still can use it for about 1 to 2 hours at a time. And lastly, of course, this Pro device. Okay, this is our Pro therapeutic model. Okay, those therapies use it for people like me who want something fast one lah. So we buy it because we want the heat, we want the speed, we want the depth of the frequency, and we also want to use it sometimes with different family members faster. So we use the Pro because this one you can definitely use it for 5 to 6 hours non-stop. If you on it, you will hear the engine is like the Ferrari engine. Grrr. Okay, so that's the motor is very durable. So this is the recommended time for you to use the blower. So please advise your clients, your customers, so to do the same now, because we don't want them to come and say, "Oh, my wire blew already." Okay, we don't want to hear them say like that. So better to give them this limitation of time. Okay, so ideally for use, 15 to 30 minutes, stop, let it cool, then use again. All right. So question 13, we're coming to the end already. I'm glad. Okay. Since iTeraCare is so good, do I still need to take supplements or healthy food? Ah, okay. So what's the answer? I'm sure many of you know the answer, right? Okay, so the answer is this. We take an example of a car. Just like a car that needs different kind of oil to function well. Like, your car, you need engine oil, you need the gearbox oil, you need steering oil, okay? The body also needs different kind of nutrients as well by the way of healthy food or supplements to keep it healthy. Okay, supplements and nutrition and food provides the basic nutrients that your cells need. Okay, the fuel source, okay, the source of the fuel in your cells to deliver the energy. iTeraCare helps in the charging, okay, the energy that it needs to break down the food, the metabolism for us to use that energy. So they take different functions. I will say it's a complement, okay? If you take healthy food and you use iTeraCare, superb. If you need to take some extra supplements, superb as well. So it is good to combine, to take it, to use it together, okay? It's not a replacement. Okay, the blower works on the therapeutic level, whereas the supplements and health food helps nutritionally. Okay, if you also know when you blow iTeraCare, especially around your gut and so, it actually helps you to enhance the absorption of nutrients as well. Okay, so it is good to combine. Okay, I personally also take supplements. I also most of the time make better choices on my food. Question 14. After using and solving my problem, do I still need to continue using the blower? Okay. This again is very common. We all use it because we have some kind of pain, shoulder pain, arm pain, whatever pain. And then after using it and you find, hey, it's gone, it's relief. And then you just put the blower aside, you keep it. Okay. Um, I personally don't recommend that you keep it lah. You see, just like we eat and we drink daily to maintain our health, we also need to blow daily to maintain what you have solved. Okay, you have solved the pain caused by something in your body. If you remove this frequency or this thing that help you solve the problem, you you may get it back. Meaning that if your body can solve the problem by itself, you do not need the blower in the first place, right? You do not need this extra frequency. So I highly recommend if you stop blowing, you don't stop blowing, because when you stop blowing, your body might try to revert to its old condition. Okay, maybe you feel that you don't want to blow every day anymore. Okay, fine. Maybe you can do it every other day or so. So it's okay. Better than just putting it aside and wait for your pain to come back. Then you take it out and you start blowing again. Okay, though it's not recommended. Anything needs consistency. Like you go to the gym, you can't blow for 1 week, or you go for 1 month, you got your biceps, oh God, ready, and you stop. It will go down, right? You can't. So you have to use this blower like a daily habit lah, like a consistency to. At the most, if you don't want to blow so long, maybe blow 10 minutes, 15 minutes, also better than not blowing at all. So you have to continue. In fact, it's recommended to continue. Okay. Last question, I hope. Okay. How many times do I need to blow to see results? Okay. This is also a very common question because you need to answer this to address the expectations lah. Sometimes people expect blow one time to see the results. Okay. It doesn't really work that way. However, having said that, I do have cases where we have done blowing about 10 minutes to 15 minutes for someone with frozen shoulder, and he immediately could lift up his hand and voila, everything was okay. And that was the only one time. And it solved the problem even after 6 months. Okay, this is just a very rare case. Okay, rare cases, a few that I've done. However, in general, mostly is anytime between 5 to 15 times. Okay, you have to do consistently 5 to 15 times of treatment. Then you'll start seeing improvement. It's not that fast. Your body needs time to recover. And of course, it also depends on how chronic your problem is. If you've been having this problem for 2, 3 years, you can't expect blowing 2, 3 times and improve it, right? You may not be able to. So whether your body is condition is in good health, what's the age, okay, all these have to be taken in consideration to know the exact time you get the results, because the results depends on you, not on the device. The device is blowing the same frequency for me, for you, for everyone else, but how your body respond is up to you. It's up to your body to say yes, I want to get better, or no, I don't want to get better yet. Okay, so there is no specific answer, but you have to give it sometime 5 to 15 times. And I always encourage you, I say, buat sampai jadi. Blow until you see the results. Okay, don't give up halfway and say, it's not working for me. Do it. With this, uh, I would like to comment on one of my clients from Singapore, Mr. Musari. You know, he had a nerve problem, numbness in his feet for many, many years. And when he started using this iTeraCare, okay, the first month, no results, no change. Second month, no change. Third month, no change. But he continued to do it very consistently. And one day after the third month, I got very nice message from him. He said, today I woke up and everything disappeared. All my pain disappeared. No more numbness after 3 months. But he was very persistent and he was consistent to continue using. And until today, I just met him in Singapore last 2 weeks. He said the numbness is gone, something that's been with him for many, many years, right? So you have to be very patient. You have to trust the process. Of course, believe in terahertz frequency, which is a science, and it will definitely do something for you. Oh, got another question. Okay, number 16. Hair dryer is blowing out hot air too. So is this blower the same as a hair dryer? Very common question, right? Because my mom also used to use a hair dryer to blow on her body to get the heat. Now, the difference is this device also blow terahertz energy, and a target light, the blue light. The blue light is just to show where you're blowing. So we are not just blowing hot air, we are blowing terahertz energy. In fact, the ladies who are using iTeraCare blower, or even men, and you blow on your scalp and your hair, you find that your scalp and hair get stronger and get thicker as well. Even some people notice less hair dropping. When you wash your hair, you don't see so much of hair at the sink or so. So there are people having their gray hair getting darker. So you can see in this lady, they have, I think I have my clients as well who don't want their hair to become darker, so they don't want to blow on the hair. But it is really good. And of course, the most important part is hair dryers emit the bad EMF radiation, whereas our iTeraCare does not emit this EMF. So there's zero EMF radiation. And yeah, this is one of our friends, Lily. She
Use
has
iTeraCare,
lovely,
the safest terahertz hairdryer in the world.
she has lovely hair, and she loves using this.
Use I
So lastly, before I end, just remember these precautions again. Use precautions for people who are pregnant. No, I don't recommend you to blow anyone who is having pregnancy. Just blow the water and drink the water. If you're menstruating, also please don't blow during that period of time. If you have a stand in the heart, please don't blow at the stand. Okay, you can blow around the other areas, but not at the stand. If you have lens implanted in the eye, your cataract lens or whatever it is, please don't blow directly in the eye. You can blow around it, but don't blow directly in the eye. If you have open wounds or fractured bones, okay, don't quickly take the iTeraCare to blow. The iTeraCare cannot fix your fractured bone. You must go to the hospital, okay? You can only blow when the wound is dried up and also maybe the bones has been cement or whatever, then you can blow at that time, but not at that point of time when you're having that injury. And of course, if you have any objects implanted, like a pacemaker or so, please don't blow directly at that place. You can blow around it, don't blow directly there. So if you have this, understand these precautions, then it'll be great. Of course, people who have metal like kneecaps, metal kneecaps replacement or hip replacement or shoulder replacement, where they have some metal, just avoid those areas will be okay. Yeah. So just remember, right? All these precautions when you purchase the device is already in the book, in the manual. So make sure you read it, make sure you get your clients to read it so that is safe. Maybe you can take a screenshot of this. So it's because I think you all already know this. Take a screenshot and always remind verbally as well to your clients so that that this comes to it's reminded to them. Okay. So with that, our iTeraCare Premium Plus last year won this product of the year. It was a rising star where it's recognized by this MDDA. And of course, there's another device called the BioLite, which also won an amazing award as well. Okay, so happy using everyone. Uh, it's just the more you use it, I think the more you will love it, the more you appreciate it. And of course, your health will definitely get better. Thank you. Back to you, Mugi.
Thank you, Elan. That was an amazing presentation. I think we have truly covered most of the questions that most people have, or when they talk about this to someone else, it's most of the questions that they're going to have as well. So I think with that, we have truly covered a lot of the questions that we would have covered in this chat, even if we did a Q&A session with people. So I just want to check in on our audience here today. Do you have any questions that were not covered in this Q&A? If you do, then you can drop them in the chat, please. And if you have questions that are related to how to use it for specific issues you may have, then I would recommend that you consult the blowing guide first, because that might have the answers that you're looking for already. So, Yilan, this is a question I like that I would like you to take from Ophelia. So, when we do it in a circular motion, what is the reason? Go for it, Yilan.
Okay, when you blow in a circular motion, the reason is you do not want to focus the heat at one point. You're just trying to disperse the heat. Okay. I know before this, you've been hearing people say blow in clockwise for positive energy, blow in negative, anti-clockwise for negative energy. Actually, there is no such thing lah. Okay. You're just turning it around because you don't want it to be too hot. That's the only reason. You can blow it up and down also. You can blow it left to right, or you can blow it circle. It doesn't matter. Whichever way you blow is fine, so long as you do not focus the heat at one point because you don't want to burn yourself. That's the only reason. Okay,
All
good
right,
enough?
wonderful. Yes, yes, good enough. And also a very good reminder as well. One of the things that all of us, regardless of like what condition our body is in, need to remember that our skin can handle concentrated heat for about like 1.5 seconds, maybe. So as long as you keep it moving and you don't keep it focused on any one point, you avoid that skin like having any kind of damage happen to it. Even though the heat can be low, but even a low heat exposed over a longer period of time can damage the skin. If you look at it from a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, in the perspective of like in the understanding of how energy and chi flows within the body, then there are perspectives that you can apply where you can say that directions clockwise and counterclockwise can have different energetic meanings. But in terms of like raw biology, the main purpose we ask you to keep it moving is that you don't burn your skin. So anything else that you get out of that is yours to keep. So that's the question. We'll have one question from Sui Eng. Let's take this question as well. And then I'll move on to talking a little bit about the anniversary because I have something cool to share with you guys. So Sui Eng's question is the 10 points, whether you do it only for the first time and Sui Eng, also, along with the answer here, I would recommend that you check out Yi Lan's beginner session recorded on YouTube that would have a longer, more comprehensive answer to your question. But I think maybe Yi Lan can give a shorter one.
Okay, then first, do you mean by first time blowing means that you have never used the device before and you want to blow that 10 points? Okay, if that's the question, it is recommended if you have not used this device before, it is recommended for at least 3 days. Do the basic points first, do the 10 points for at least 3 times because you want to stimulate all these points first, okay, which is blocked or so. You just want to stimulate all these points and all that. So at least for 3 days, you can do that all 10 points. And then at the other times, you can just blow directly at where you want to blow. But having said that, right, it is good practice to regularly blow your 10 points. It is good practice because every day we are living with stresses, inflammation. It's bound to get blocked somewhere along the line. So as much as you can, do your 10 points. It's not daily, also every other day, but you can blow directly to your problematic area as well, more at longer periods of time if you want to. Okay. But if you're a new user, yes, please blow that 10 points for at least 3 times at least.
Okay, awesome. So I hope that covers your question, Sui Eng. Um, all of our videos are recorded, by the way. May has shared the link in our chat, so you can find this conversation will also be uploaded on YouTube within a few days. All of our earlier conversations are in YouTube already. All right. So before we wrap up today, just let me take in 5 more additional minutes to get your attention to talk to you guys about something and also to show you something that you may not have seen before that I'm not quite sure I have the permission to show you, but let's go look at some interesting things. All right. So as we know, Prive International, we're doing our anniversary, our fourth anniversary at the Spice Arena in Penang. Now, this is going to be really cool because, like, in terms of like how direct sales companies measure their success, a lot of it tends to be how grand they can do their anniversary. And like doing it in a stadium is definitely like a statement that we're making on the strength and the stability of our company. So we're getting the whole stadium for 2 entire days. First day with the training where I'm going to be your MC. So I'm going to be jumping around the stage with all four corners of the stage, talking to all of you. So it's going to be really fun and the next day with the recognition, and the entire time with the carnival happening outside. So it's happening in Penang, and Penang is cool. And if you've never seen Penang, if you're from outside Malaysia or in Malaysia, but you've never really explored Penang, Let us show you the touristy highlights. The event that this is happening in is going to be this stadium with the carnival happening, I believe, out here and in here and everywhere. So we're going to be selling food, we're going to be selling drinks. We have 10,000 capacity in the stadium. We're going to build a stage in the middle so I can run around all four corners. So we're going to love to see all of you seated around this place. And like, I've spoken to some length about the anniversary, but what I want to point out today is the fact that along with the ability to like buy a ticket for the anniversary and just come and show up, we are also so like if you just want to come to the 2 day event, you can just buy a ticket. You can buy it through your back office. So as a Prime member, you have a back office and you can buy your ticket at the back office. And whatever money that you spend in Prime International for the anniversary, we're doing something really cool where if you buy the ticket or if you buy the tour thing, we're giving you the money back in your loyalty redemption points that you can use to take products from the company. So if you buy one ticket, you get $150 back in your loyalty redemption points for you to do whatever you want with it. You can even buy additional lucky draw tickets for $10 a ticket to get more chances to win a car or something. And we have these few tours that we have arranged, right? And the tours that we have arranged really depend on what you want to do. Like, for example, with 4 days and 3 nights, we just have what the kind of people we have in mind for this is like if you're traveling to Malaysia for the first time, don't take the 4 day, 3 night tour. Obviously, it's too short. It's just mainly for like people in Malaysia or like in Singapore or something. You want to come, but you want your hotel taken care of, your food taken care of. Let us handle that for you. So if you take the 4 day, 3 night tour, you'll arrive, we'll pick you up at the airport, check in at the hotel, we'll bring you to the anniversary, we'll sort your food out, and then we'll drop you off at the airport or something, right? So this is for people who want that. And with this $580 that you spend for this tour, you're gonna get the money back in your loyalty redemption points, something to keep in mind, right? And as we go on, we come to 6 days, 5 nights, which has a couple days of a Penang tour. And then after that, they drop you off at the airport, which is $700. And coming to the one that I kind of like the most, that I'm going to spend a bit of time talking about today, is this one, the 7 days, 6 nights Penang tour for $800. So in the message that I sent to talk about today's Zoom, I had mentioned the possibility of you selling a premium plus without registration and getting a free tour, right? That's what I meant to say as like a hook to draw you guys in is the fact that if you have someone who wants to buy a premium plus and they don't care about registration, right? So they just want to buy a premium plus and this is valid for Malaysia. So this specific message is valid for members in Pride Malaysia. In Malaysia, a premium plus is $800. So what I meant to say was if you have someone who wants to buy a premium plus for $800, you can take the $800 for them, buy the 7 day, 6 night package, get the $800 back in your loyalty redemption points, use the $800 now in your loyalty redemption point to redeem a premium plus, and take this premium plus and go give it to your customer. So the customer has paid $800 for a premium plus in order for them to get a premium plus, and they don't care about registration. This is something that you can do. So this is just a way to think about it, right? We're not saying that Pripe is doing a brand new promo or anything like that. I'm just taking the same thing and I'm looking at it from a different angle. So in Malaysia, this is valid because a premium plus is worth $800 in Malaysia. If if in other countries it costs a bit more, then I guess you have some money left over in your loyalty redemption points because this package costs $800. So I guess you would collect money, whatever the cost of a premium plus from your customer, use $800 to buy this tour and put the rest of the money into your loyalty redemption points through your register points. in order to get that premium plus. You guys get what I'm talking about. I am reasonably sure about that. Okay. So this is what I mean to say. If you want to be fancy schmancy, you can do this hella fancy 9 day, 8 night Penang tour that costs $1,800. So this is 800, this is $1,800 that goes into a lot. So I promise to show you guys something that you haven't seen before, and that is this one. So these are like tentative thing. So this is just to give you an idea of what it's going to be or what it's going to include, right? If you take the 4 day, 3 night tour, you're just arriving at the airport, checking in into the hotel, and then we're going to bring you straight to the arena where lunch and dinner and stuff like that. We're going to have food trucks set up in the stadium for you to spend your money on. And by the way, the only way you can spend money in the anniversary is through the Prive Visa card. So get your Prive Visa card and activate it. Activate your Prive Visa card. If you don't know how to, so when you get your card, you get a blank card. You need to activate it by registering and doing the KYC registration stuff through the Prive app before your card is actually linked to your account. If you need help doing that, let us know. So if you take the first package, you pretty much land, you go to the anniversary, and then you leave, right? You take the 6 day, 5 night package, you get like a couple days of tours, and then you go to the anniversary, and then you go to the airport. If you take this one, the 7 day, 6 night one, this is the one that has a lot of like the international people coming as well. So if you're gonna hang out with like the large international crowd, Madam Najid was telling me that she's getting like 60 to 100 people coming with this package for the anniversary. And even if that's 40, that's still a bus of people. So that's gonna be cool that we get to hang out with so many people and have fun together. And we have some nice hotels, right? Like Amari Spice, Easton, Hampton by the Beach, Paradise. I'm assuming these are nice hotels in Penang. I'm sure they are. And you get like 2 full day tours, and also you swing by Ipoh on the way down. In the Penang bit, you get to go see Keklosi Temple, Fort Cornwallis, Penang Hill. I love Penang Hill, by the way. Like the nature there is beautiful. So I'm glad you guys get to see Penang Hill, Chu Jetty, the Blue Mansion, and of course the bridge when you drive past it, and you hang out at like the viewing docks around it. If you go for the 9 day, 8 night tour, this is mainly for a lot of people coming in from the US and Europe because flights are taking forever. So, sorry, their flight will take forever. So we wanted them to have a longer time. Like you see, they're gonna be going to like Pankor and like, so this one has like Imperial Lexus in KL, Pankor Laut in Pankor, Amari Spice in Penang. So if you take the big one, then you're gonna go to KL, Malacca, Panko, Penang, and stuff like that. So, Pankor Island, Jonker Walk, A Formosa for the people who are coming to Malacca. So, that's some extra spicy information for those of you who are considering the tours. We've got a pretty good one planned. And this time, we're not getting a flight ticket. So, you need to book your flight. If you want to come, you need to book your flight tickets as soon as possible while they're still cheap. They're gonna get crazy expensive once we get to November. So if you want to come, book your flight tickets, buy the tour, and join us. And remember that if you're in Malaysia, a Premium Plus costs $800. So if you have someone who wants to buy a Premium Plus without registration, you can just use that and get that tour, get the money back in your loyalty redemption points, redeem a Premium Plus, and sell it to them. That is what I meant to say. And you guys can use this, right? So anything you spend for the anniversary, the ticket or the tour, you get the money back in your loyalty redemption point. You don't have to take a Premium Plus. You can take it any product you want. Use it, sell it is up to you. Spend money on us, we give you your money back, and we give you a good time on top of that. So, with that, that is the end of my anniversary pitch. I hope to see all of you guys there. We're really excited about it because, like, it's our fourth anniversary. We're doing it in a stadium. We really want to like make it very cool for all of you. We have food trucks arranged to come and sell awesome Malaysian food in the stadium. We have like live bands and a DJ planned out after the anniversary so we can party together. Like we want you all to have a good time and have a good time with us. So That said, I don't think we have any more questions. I hope to see all of you in Penang. I hope to see all of you in Penang. I'm going to be in Penang. I hope to see all of you in Penang. With that, I think it's time to end our call. Thanks to all of those who have stayed an extra 10 minutes in this call. Thank you for all of those attending. For those of you who can turn your camera on, let's just take like a quick little screenshot and say hi. So if you can turn on your camera, I'm going to take a screenshot of all of us smiling and being happy people. It's so good to see all of you. And whether or not I see you at the anniversary, I'm glad to see you here. Okay, I'm going to give a couple more seconds for people to turn on their cameras and give me a big, beautiful smile. There we go. I love seeing all your smiley faces. Okay, screenshot taking in three, two, and one. Okay, we're done. So with that, that marks the end of this call. Just so all of you know, what we are doing with the iTeraCare deep dive, this is a series that will continue in September. However, next Tuesday, there will not be a call. There will not be a call next Tuesday because it is your boy's birthday and I am taking the day off. So I will not be reasonably presentable in front of Zoom next week on Tuesday. But after that, we're back on schedule. We're back to what we're gonna do. So thanks to everyone for coming. Thank you so much for Yilan for stepping in and doing this presentation. It went a lot. It was like every time you speak, I have high expectations and you always like beat them, and your presentation is always something newer and more surprising than I expected. And I'm so proud to see the depth of knowledge that you carry and that you're willing to share for all of us here in Thrive. I appreciate you as a person. So thank you, and I'll see all of you guys 2 weeks from now. Goodbye, everyone.